All right, folks, and we are live. Welcome to the Blot Spot. I am Ben Lott, and I am looking to play some Marvel Snap today. Trying out the new card. I have not even played one game with him yet. Save it all for you. I'm gonna play a little Jack Flag, and I'm gonna start out with this deck. It's kind of a Aurora build that uh, I got inspiration, I think, from I think it was Binks who posted this list recently, like yesterday or something. Made a couple card tweaks out of it. He had a couple different cards in there. One of the ones he had was Captain America, and of course, Jack Flag, much better play in this deck because it's not full of ongoing cards. And in fact, with Aurora, you don't want to pile one lane with ongoing. You want to mix things up, and so we're going to get Jack Flag as one card, and that's going to make it so the Aurora boost, instead of being 2, becomes 4. So I think it's a good idea. I think it should work reasonably well. We're going to see if we can make this a success. I like the looks of it, and it looks like a lot of fun. And then I got one other deck that I'm going to try, more traditional, like a Surfer build, which I think some people will. It's one of the more obvious builds with Jack Flag, but nothing wrong with obvious. So we'll give that a try. But first, we're gonna jump into a few games with this deck I just called You Don't Know Jack. Inspired by the old PC game You Don't Know Jack. I don't know if any of you guys were around for that one. One of my favorites. I always like trivia though. Get Black Cat down. Spider-Man hopefully over into Quantum Realm.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Wrong way, Spider-Man, wrong way. Well, don't know what they're doing with their deck, so I feel a little at a loss at the moment whether Cosmo is going to do anything to them, so... Jocasta build. Okay. Well, that could be problematic. But I think we play Cosmo just in case they've got a... Just in case they've got a Prodigy plan in the works. That at least stops them from doing the Prodigy thing. We'll go there and there. Got
Taking aim.
what are they gonna do? Kirby. So they're just going all out on this. You know, just what you want on turn 6 is extra energy for next turn. That's perfect. We're gonna move Mercury over. I think this feels pretty good. Not great. Especially since we got priority and Omega Sentinel's gonna really ruin our lives a little here, but we'll just go with it. Why not? Really gonna depend on what Omega Sentinel does for
I
me.
want the throne.
Or not. Killmonger did his work. So we are just... Ooh. Yeah, didn't see the Killmonger coming, although we would have lost anyways. Yeah, that one did not work out in our favor, for sure. Alright, we need a little something better than that. That was just a mess. But we didn't draw Jack Flag. Jack Flag may have actually made a difference. Now we got it. By the way, I have Skrull in this deck specifically because of today is Jack Flag Day. I feel like in normal circumstances, Skrull might not be the best play because you don't see a ton of ongoing that you want to copy, but with a lot of Jack Flag in the meta, I figure Skrull is a smart play in these decks. So I've got Skrull in both decks I've designed for today. Oh, a discard deck. Interesting. Haven't seen a discard deck in ages. I think we go this route. Oh no, they got priority, so we'd rather surprise them later with that. You know what? There's no point moving Mercury if we don't have Cannonball to do anything about it, and Mercury's dead anyways. Early Gambit play. Interesting. Is he gonna pull that Grandmaster crap? Let's get a couple more cards here. So he's got a really cheap Weapon H, that's for sure. This is not looking good for us. I'm also not drawing very well in this game. But this might just be a bad deck design, to be honest with you. Not sure it's that great. Really like a different type of card in that deck rather than another ongoing.
Taking aim.
We definitively lose this no matter what, but I can't resist just playing it out to see what happens. Let's put Trax over there for an end of turn card. Just throw the Sentinel over here for more. We haven't played a on reveal card on Orcus Forge yet. Yeah, Colonel America doing us a lot of good. Do that and get one of those cards, or do we do it over there and get one of those cards out of that lane? Those ones feel well, but if he plays another card here, Colonel American can really be a problem. I feel like this has a shot, although Jack Flag helps a lot. I like it either way. Where's he gonna play? He's gonna play big left because he's losing that one. Yep. Khonshu, interesting. Okay. Dracula's a big time problem. win left for sure. That's just a no-brainer. Winning right seems like that won't happen. Yeah, that's a test. So, should have gone the other way. Yeah. Should have gone the other, but we didn't know. Didn't know Dracula was gonna pop up in the right lane. Ooh. So far, not feeling this. We're getting absolutely creamed, and mostly by decks that I feel like are beatable in this current meta. So it's definitely going to take some work. I feel like, although we haven't drawn Cannonball, if I had drawn Cannonball, I could have done a lot of work, except the weird thing about this deck is the Cosmo makes Cannonball worse. Like, I know Cosmo's probably in there to, like, counteract Star-Lord stuff, so you have defense against Star-Lord, but I feel like, I don't know. If you're not facing Star-Lord, Cosmo's a problem for this deck rather than a help. Maybe I just need to save him for a last turn surprise. Would help stopping that Killmonger or stopping the Khonshu. Early Drax feels better than early Jack Flag. We can drop Jack Flag after.
Taking aim.
Just realized I put 2 end of turns together, but Drax may move. Ooh, if I could empty my hand. Or if I could get Cosmo in a lane. It's 2 on reveals in the same lane. Alright, Jack Flag for now. We save the first Ghost Rider because if we can get Cosmo in the lane first, then first Ghost Rider is actually a benefit rather than a problem. Okay, so if he is doing that to do the... Let's assume he's doing that to do Star-Lord shenanigans. He'll probably do it over in the hub, right? Because he doesn't want to risk Grand Central messing up his thing. So we'll play our stuff over there. We'll put Mercury here just for a little extra something. Oh yeah. Fingers crossed that helped. On reveal. Okay, well, it helped to some degree. Feel like we use Aurora now. Use Aurora now. And then we've got options for whatever, you know, and then we can play whatever we draw no matter what. We would have had a 50-50 chance of being able to play it in the same turn as Aurora, but I'd like to be able to actually play Skrull or Cannonball if we draw one of them. Cannonball would be a great draw right now. Cannonball won't do anything right now. You think he has a card that's more than 10 power? Or we gotta... Yeah, I mean... Surfer. If he has a Absorbing Man... No, Absorbing Man... The last card he played was Shaw. Absorbing Man does nothing. I feel like we got this one. He may retreat. He did.
Victory.
Drax won that game. Drax jumping into the lane, into the Jack Flag lane, won that. That was huge. That was such a big boost in power just moving over there. Alright, so that win felt good. But Elysium helped a lot. I'm wondering if maybe swapping out Cosmo... but Cosmo did do some good there. I'm just wondering if there's a swap for maybe Spider-Man? Get rid of Spider-Man and put in Sam Wilson.
Taking aim.
So that gets extra cards in our deck, you know? Alright.
Opponent snapped.
I like the early Drax. That felt really good last time, so let's get the early Drax out. Okay. I feel like I don't want to help them by moving cards around. Now I gotta like double check this deck. Sorry, I'm double checking this deck that I copied from it was Spider Ham he had in the deck. My auto deck copier, the AI copied the wrong Spider card. Well, I don't think Spider Ham is a good
Friendly
play in
neighborhood
this deck
Spider-Man
either.
here.
So let's get Spider-Man out and throw Sam Wilson in. I don't see, there's no way we win this. I don't know why I get matched up against this guy. Rank number 4, I get matched against him all the time. Like, I'm ranked 2,834. I know that's not how MMR works. It doesn't work solely based on rank. But
Escaped.
Lesson learned. When you get matched against someone who's ranked number 4 and they snap, believe them. They probably know they have you beat. Oops. Oh, it's because I had a red notification thing. I can't resist clicking on little red notifications. Okay, we're going to do a minor tweak on this deck. Because Spider-Man was never meant to be in here. We're going to add in Sam. Any other tweaks? Is there a better end of turn? No, not end of turn. What are we using Herbie as? He becomes an activate, right? Is there better activate than Herbie? I mean, Awesome Andy is a guaranteed buff, which is nice. But Zombie Mr. Fantastic is probably even better, since he's both non-reveal and an activate. Alright, Herbie's going out. Zombie Mr. Fantastic's going in. Or we could Maverick in. Maverick isn't a bad pull. Trying to think if there's anything else here. I'm just looking at the other options. I don't want something that expensive, I don't think, especially not an activate that expensive. Let's try Zombie Mr. Fantastic. I think it's a better pick for this deck. Mad Max, here we go. Nope, not the same lane, please. Thank you. That's a good one. That seems like a pretty good one. Oh, but we would lock the shield in that place because of their Mercury. Would we still be able to win? Move the shield here. Throw Jack Flag down here. We let him potentially win mid. Alright, so come on, go long. Ah! That is stinky. Blue deck is tough to beat. I've played it some myself. It is definitely a tough one. I mean, moving Silk out helps. But if Silk goes mid, that helps him. But if he... let's just try this. Let's just see what happens. We're gonna lose, I'm sure. Oh, geez, he's playing in all 3 lanes? At least I got Batroc out of the middle. Well, we have a shot here. No, we don't. I forgot I'm gonna end up sending Silk back myself. Yep, I should have sacrificed Aurora to Wakandan Embassy to get Silk out of there. That would have been a win. Gotta think these plays through more. We are losing, losing, losing. Might have to switch to the Surfer deck. This Aurora deck seems to really be struggling. Really struggling. Alright, hang on just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Opponent snapped.
Turn a little heat on here. Living in Michigan in February is no joke. I think we have the wrong Hawkeye in this deck too. Now that I think of it.
Taking aim. Taking aim.
Now that I think of it, I bet Binks had the other Hawkeye. This is what I get for letting AI build my deck. Yep, it was Kate Bishop. I didn't let AI build my deck. There's a AI website that you can use that looks at an image of a deck and turns it into the code so you can paste it in. And that's what I did with Binks's deck and didn't double check it. Go figure. AI sometimes has trouble telling the difference between cards that are this similarly named. Bet this guy's playing Aurora. Should put 2 shields on the board? That's kind of funny. It doesn't hurt, right? Gives more ongoing cards on the board for us.
Inevitable.
I feel like we want... Or do we not need Mercury? Because Cannonball, they might just get so clogged up that Cannonball does its work anyways. I feel like we're gonna lose this. For sure. This is not a smart stay. Oh, this is... Oh my goodness. Holy crap. A 128 power Nico Minoru, huh? Well, hey, we won mid. Didn't help us win, but... And ironically, the card he played was only Shulao, so Drax did not get a buff, even though they created a 128 power card on the board. Woo. Okay, I'm not liking this deck at all. Continued tweaks need to happen. Hawkeye is a bust, a complete and total bust. I shouldn't have had him in there in the first place. What do we got? We got 1, 2, 3. Got 3 end of turns. 1, 2, 3, 4 on reveals. Well, 3 on reveals. 1. We've only got 1 activate? Only got 1 activate. And she hits the activates. Alright, we need another activate. Alright, we've already filtered for activates. Awesome Andy feels like a decent play just because he's cheap. Maverick is always a good play, and if you can get Maverick buffed in any way, shape, or form by Jack Flag increases that buff, but how would we get him buffed? Because we're not playing anything that buffs cards except Aurora. No one's playing Black Widow, I'll tell you that. We're not well, if we do the Mercury Cannonball combo, then the Fenris actually does something, but what are the odds we're going to actually do it? What if we put Symbiote Spider-Man in there? Played Aurora, like left him alone in that lane, played Aurora to his lane, and then we could get double Auroras. And she would buff Symbiote Spider-Man the first time. I don't know. It's expensive though. Might not be a smart play. Don't have enough big cards for Chamber to be useful. We could just do the Spider-Ham. Alright, Spider-Ham it is. Even though he's bugged right now. I don't like bug cards. You know what? Lasher's a fun one. Let's do Lasher. Just to mess with their lives a little bit. People aren't creating enough cards for Cobra to be effective. I do like playing a surprise Cobra sometimes, but... Alright, we put Lasher in. Do we want the Mercury Cannonball combo is the question. Is that the best tech cards we can think of? Or should we just get like a Shang or something instead of Cannonball? Shang is cheaper. I don't know. I've got a soft spot for Shang. I love the actual character of Cannonball way more, but I got a soft spot for Shang. Now the question's going to be, is Mercury a good play in this deck? Without Cannonball, is there a better ongoing card we could put in? Because right now the only ongoings we have are Cosmo and Skrull. So we would need Mercury. We need another ongoing, which is why part of why Mercury's in there. And she's mobile. So that definitely helps. Is there a better one? Better ongoing? Hmm. I mean, Captain Carter, but then we're just that's like a win more card. It feels like in that point. At that point, Luke Cage was interesting just because it stopped. Let's keep Mercury in there just because I do see a fair number of those move decks. We'll keep Mercury in there because if we actually draw her against one of those move decks, she actually can be helpful. Oops. All right, tall guy. It's another stream, another game against tall guy.
Parker!
We got their Aurora. That's interesting. They got our Black Cat. That's hilarious. Okay, do that. And we've got all three types of cards in one lane. Jack Flag on that zombie horde. Ooh, we should make a zombie deck with Jack Flag. That feels good. You want Drax out as early as possible, right? Definitely. This is getting... They're playing the same deck as us or something. He's an end of turn as well. Well, I guess we can put him in the same lane as Drax, and if we need to get him out of there, we can snap. I love it. Jack Flag already earning his keep. Do you think we can call his shot with the Doom? Maybe. Oh no, we should snap to get him out of there so we can potentially Shang in mid. I think that's what we do. Got none going over there now. That is all four types of cards over there. I mean, he's gonna Aurora too, but I feel like our Aurora is a bigger winner right now. I gotta play the one we got with the Black Crackle there, or the Black Cosmo. Alright, Cosmo's not in mid, so I could play her mid. Make 100% sure we win that lane. I'll concede Hydra Bob's lane. Do we even need to bother though? I mean, they're gonna get 2-4 more power there. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna get 8 more power there. And we're gonna get 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, we're gonna get way more than that. So we play her over there. And hope and pray. Because we're winning mid. We won. Wait. Oh yeah, especially if Drax moves. They don't have a hope, right? Hi? Boy, I did that math wrong. Oh, it's because I wasn't counting on Drax popping off. Why did their Drax... I played a 6. Was their Drax really that... Oh. I'm just doing terrible. I have dropped 1,000 ranks already with this deck. This deck sucks. No matter how much I tweak it, it seems to stink. So, we're going back to my Surfer deck that I've thrown Jack Flag into. Let's see if that works. Because right now, things are not looking good for that Jack Flag build. Oh, pull the 10 rings. Come on, pull the 10 rings. Okay, Captain Marvel's not a bad pull. We can buffer. What did they get? Haha, fastball special. Love it. Okay. I think 10 rings. Get her buff. Okay, so we float. Put her there in case we get Chang to activate the rings. We don't reveal the scroll yet in case he's gonna do some scroll shenanigans. But we need to play. I think we need to play Surfer now. In case we need to pull scroll next turn.
You are mine.
We play any ongoing cards? Hey, Rocket Baby. How's it going? Not bad, although right now my record has not been great so far with Jack Flag. Oh boy. It's one of those guys. Oh, we got rid of his fastball special. How'd we get 2 fastball specials? Oh, that's right, Astral Plane. It wasn't the one from his hand. I should have known he still had it. Yeah, you can't stay in on Star-Lord decks. You just gotta run. So I think so far my record with Jack Flag has been a grand total of 1 win. Their deck sucked, and then my first game with this deck, I got Star-Lorded. Yeah, it's not the most what I would call the most fair deck. I've heard a fair number of people several people compare it to Mr. Negative just because it's one of those things that, like, if they get the activates, that on reveals multiples of him on turn 5, you might as well just retreat every time, just like you would if a Mr. Negative player got Jane Foster out. You just run because you just know they're going to demolish you. I feel like there's a chance they'll play into Limbo and leave the... Okay. Saving that for their... Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Get the 10 rings in Shang-Chi. Get some stuff buffed. That will help. We're still probably gonna get cooked by Shu Lao pretty bad. I almost want to just keep him in my hand so Vivision can hit him again, but... I mean, we got 2 more turns, right? Unless they do a location change. Let's... No, we don't want Maverick getting hit. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. Dorfam energy. Yeah, they're definitely doing the... This is old school Shu Lao deck. This was like week 1 Shu Lao deck. Haven't seen one of these in a while. We're gonna do that. Then if they outpace us in right because they play Shu Lao, then we can... Vivision will move. Okay, so they will. That's fine. Vivision will get out of there. Still feel like we have a shot. Like, this is not unwinnable right now. What do we got? We got 7 energy. So if we put out 3 7-power broods. We throw down... Silver Surfer in the same lane. And a Flames of Faltine. Flames only hits him for -3, and then we get 2. So that's only 5, so that just ties us in right. We're adding 2 more, so actually, no, we'd get 2 over him. And he's gonna go pretty big in mid. And if we do that, that gets us... Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more there? I don't feel like that's any better. Let's try this way, see what happens. I want to get the last flames down, but it's too late. I need to change the whole order to do that. Oh, we are so coast. Yeah. We need to go big. I need to do all the buffing on the right. I should have just realized he wasn't going to play big on the left. He's going to just let that one go. I'm genuinely playing really dumb right now. I feel like I'm playing the dumbest game I've played in a long time. Yeah, thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. I'm not giving you one back. I don't know if you mean it to be friendly or if you're just being a jerk. Actually, Jack Flag would have been a great draw on that last turn. If I had actually drawn Jack Flag, I could have dropped him on right. He would have buffed everything there. I need to play smarter. I'm not playing smart right now. Need the extra energy yet. Another person playing Howard the Duck. I've seen more Howard the Duck in the last couple of days than I have seen in, like, I feel like years of playing Snap. Yeah, this is not the deck where you want a Feast and a Parker Industries hitting. Making it so we can only play one card does not help in any way. He drops a red one. Ugh. Come on. Could really use the Shang-Chi. Or, you know, the card I'm trying to experiment with, Jack Flag himself, could put in an appearance. That would be helpful. Oh boy. Here we go. Yeah. Wish I had something soaking up this extra energy, a sunspot or something, because we're getting cooked right now. Alright, let's put the Brood out now. Just in case we don't have enough energy on the last turn. You know what he needed? More energy. And a wave. Definitely needed all that. And I didn't even do the math on the fact that I wasn't going to win that lane. Okay, so the vision moves. What kind of garbage did we get for our last turn? Jack Flag! Okay, well, there's always a chance. Always a chance, even though Red Hulk's gonna pop. Jack Flag will help that lane some, who might have a chance. did not expect that.
Victory.
I did not expect that. We just won. All right. Okay. Jack Flag. The power of Jack Flag proves itself. I mean, we definitely did not win that without him. Drones. Is our opponent? He's at some boring funeral, apparently. And playing a destroy deck. So Clea's useless. Probably. And 10 rings, not getting much value, but we're going to put him down just in case we draw Shang-Chi. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, you got to put Vivision over on Madripoor and just hope that Wolverine doesn't come this way. He's playing Weapon X. Probably the worst new destroy card to come out in years. Well, since we're not drawing Shang, Jack Flag definitely belongs over here in Madripoor.
I want the throne.
What a game!
Flag going to work. Put a little Maverick there too. Hopefully he doesn't play something that's more than a 3 cost there, so it just keep buffing in that lane. The Skrull could be just a surprise winner too, if they try pulling a Killmonger or something. Okay, so Death has now taken that title. I mean, we just Maverick, Brood. I mean, that feels like enough power, but should we do something in mid? I always feel like when you're winning one lane, they're going to go real hard to win that lane. So just throwing a bone to mid just to be on the safe side feels smart. Nope, not good enough. Oh, just a head pull? That's like nothing. Okay, well, we won. Should have snapped.
Victory.
Okay. The back wins with Jack Flag, and now we're cooking something, maybe? Maybe not, but we're at least climbing up ranks instead of down. I was in the top 2,000 like earlier today and just been dropping like a rock since then. And we're playing against Code, who has a Deadpool avatar. If that means anything. Nico? You want to get rid of Brooklyn Bridge there, Nico? I certainly wouldn't mind. Oh. Multiple 10 rings activated by Shang-Chi. Yes, please. Oh, is this a Airshim deck or something? No. Oh no, they only got 9 cards in deck. Huh. So it is some kind of destroy deck. Let's get 3 10 rings. Why not? And maybe we can get 2 Mavericks going too? I don't know. Don't get the 10 rings on soon. We're gonna have difficulty, but well, we just win mid with that.
Victory.
Okay. He didn't want any part of what I had done, or he didn't draw. No, he discarded it. He didn't draw a destroy card. He hadn't destroyed a card, had he? Yeah. Yep. So Phantom X wasn't going to pop off. His double Phantom X plan. Guy. Playing an Aurora deck. Come on. Let's go. Okay. I always want to get Vision out there to start buffing Brood if possible. Having new, you know what? I'm almost tempted to put Chavez there too, just to, because I have New York to get him. But he could change New York, so I don't want to risk that. He's got Reality Gem to get rid of New York. I just want to make sure I still have Jack Flag. Scroll feels real good right now. Holy snap. The scroll feels really good. Now that he's got Jack Flag on the board. Oh, the scroll feels even better. I feel like I have so many options here. Which gives the better Jack Flag? Jack Flag buffs Brood. Surfer's already buffed though. How much does he move to right to win it? Could we move Scralda? You know what? We could do that. Does he give up on mid? Or does he go big and try to win it? He gives up on mid. Right? So those are actually 2 less power each. So that's 9 and 7. Or 9 and 6. So that's 15 power there. So I'd still need. If we did all that and just put Brood there. Let's try that. I think that might win it. Yep. I think that does it. I think that does it because he did not add anything more to mid. I mean, he will with Aurora, but not enough to beat this. Crud. The Mockingbird. Ooh. Tell me, guys. I'm not feeling this Jack Flag thing. Other people are doing okay with it against me. But yeah, he's been not helping me very much. I'm now what, like dropped more than 1,000 ranks, which doesn't mean a ton. I don't care that much, but I think in general, I'm trying to look at the untapped stats a little and see how we're doing here. It appears the first deck I tried multiple different iterations of it because I kept having to tweak it because I had the wrong cards in there. But in total, I went negative 15 cubes with a 1 and 6 record. Ugh. This deck, I am now a 3 and 3 record, negative 3 cubes. So I'm not at a losing record yet, but the number of cubes is
Victory.
dismal. Okay. Flow just doesn't feel like playing the game right now. Or locations made their life miserable. Uh-oh, we're playing against the GOAT. Getting Cleon 1 every time feels real good. Thunderbolt Power feels less good. I guess if we get the 10 rings popping off for a while before that -2 power hits, it's better than nothing. Early activated the 10 rings. We get Vivision down there because they're not going to play in that lane. Blow that rock. Okay. Put Vivision down. I feel like we do Chavez and we wait. We just build up some flames. One thing's a pain in the neck. Scroll is a disaster. I mean, the problem with that is Man-Thing just hits both of them too. So even though I'm adding 5 power to Surge, we're also subtracting. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Order. I just don't. Is there a way we can win Danger Room? Yay, Fiend's Firefly. Thank you for raiding. I appreciate it. I just don't. I can't do the math fast enough. I just don't think there's a way I win left. Let's just try this, see if it's. Oh, it's not enough. Holy smokes. He is just dogpiling me in that lane. How were things going for you on your stream, Fiends? Backlight has not been doing great for me. But it may be my deck design. Did I just win? I can't believe I just won with that.
Victory.
That's crazy. Maverick, I was trying to I was so busy trying to do the math when you rated and that like I was trying to decide if I could switch lanes. I just stuck with it. I probably would have retreated if you hadn't rated, so thank you. I owe you one. No problem, no problem. Have a good night. Or day, depending on where you are. Les d'amour. The luck I am having with drawing Clea on 1 is crazy. But that murder getting the hit from the 10 rings is better than Clea getting the hit from 10 rings. Alright, come on. I think we got this.
Opponent snapped.
Deafening chord. Okay. It's not the end of the world. We're not fully relying on Captain Carter. Lemire is fine. We didn't. I mean, I would have liked one more turn with 10 rings hits, but we do that, then we just basically can write off the fact that we win the left. Especially if we're going for 7 turns, unless they got a Shang or something. Like an old school Shang. They're definitely playing a Shulao deck, probably old school Shulao deck though, it feels like. But we'll hit Maverick with that. And we'll just keep hitting Maverick with that. Yeah, see, he knows he's getting the Maverick done with now because he knows what's coming. Made the Morph is no dummy. Jack Flag would be huge on this last turn. Feels almost like a guaranteed win in one lane. Okay, Fanfei, I can take that. Order. He did not do that order, I think, the way he wanted to. Because now Shulao's not going to hit Scarlet Spider at all. I feel like we can snap back at this point. This feels like a good snap. Because he's going to go really big to win left. I'm just guessing. Yeah. I feel like we got this. I don't think they got it. Would have liked to draw Jack Flag, just because it's the card of the week, you know, it's the new card. You want to do more experimenting with the new card. Especially because on Thursday, my hope is to start experimenting with, what is it, Starhawk that comes out on Thursday?
Power must be
have a
controlled.
Solid win for us. Solid win for the good guys.
Victory.
I will take it. I will take it. And they didn't get the Shulao, or... I mean, they had to be playing Shulao. I'm on an upswing now. Finally finding some rhythm with Jack Flag in this Surfer deck. Madripoor. The problem is because Madripoor is dependent on cost of card. It feels like I can't rely on getting in that many hits. This is someone who has a Cosmo in their deck, almost assuredly. Come on, Division, do your thing. You know what? No. You play Shang. you get the engine going, and then you put down Vivision. Are they playing Star-Lord? I mean, Daredevil usually means they're playing anti-Star-Lord, but are they also playing Star-Lord? They are. Okay. Well, we have to be ready to retreat. For sure. I really don't like having to play into Avengers Compound right now. That is not where I want to play at all. But if I'm gonna play Maverick, I gotta play him now. So we do Maverick and Jack Flag. If we Surfer first, that gets Maverick much bigger. Then we could put a big Shaw somewhere else. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so lesson to the smart people out there, this is where you retreat. Right now. You run. Run for the hills. That being said, I'm about to play this out. Does that doesn't even win left, does it? No. Just adding 2 more power. What am I even thinking? It doesn't do anything. We 100% lose this 100% of the time. No, there's just no winning line here. They got like 20 some power. There's no way. No possible way we win that. Quick status. Rocking a Kraglin avatar. I paid good money for that Kraglin avatar. Phantom X deck. Definitely one of my least favorite decks to play against right now. Phantom X is just not fun. Not that other people's decks need to be fun for me to have fun. But it is just, it's a tough one to beat because of the nature of how it works. And it's very challenging. Unless you got a Luke Cage. And no one's running Luke Cage right now. Free Red Hulk helps. You know what? You don't throw out Red Hulk until the very last turn. He's not running anything that's going to make me lose my Red Hulk, likely. Unless he's playing a weird version with like Moon Knight or something. And so I feel like you hang on to him until the last minute. Just in case he takes priority, I can avoid getting Red Hulk hit by the Phantom X. Interesting. He's killing his wild child. Now, Crimson Cosmos is a real pain in the neck right now. I think we just do that and hope for the best. Not the Wrath card, possibly. Unless he's got a surprise I'm not expecting.
I want the throne.
Forgot about the Wrath card. Oh no, he was good, because Crown City. Didn't matter. Oh man, Crown City. Man, those locations were murder for me. Those were really bad locations for me. Nothing good about that. Nothing good at all about that. That was just a mess. Alright, come on. I feel like this deck it's almost there. Like it's close to being a good deck. But it does rely a heavy amount on good card draw. Uncle Baby Billy, our person who paid a good amount for a nice avatar. I do like that art. I've been thinking about, I would like to buy that bundle just because I like that art on that Jack Flag. They got the Jack Flag, but they're playing a Destroy deck. And they now have my... Great. Okay. So I can't activate the 10 rings. Does it activate it on his side of the board? Does anyone know? Like if he were to play the 10 rings and I were to play Shang, does it activate the 10 rings on his side? Or is that just not a thing? For some reason I kind of feel like it would. I could be wrong about that. Alright, getting his death out of heat is going to be helpful. Getting Skrull would also be helpful, assuming he's playing... No. Hang on. What am I doing? Why would I put Jack Flag in mid when we got Smithsonian on the right? Use your brain a little, then. It's like location built for Jack Flag. See you, Clea. Nice knowing ya. See, I feel like if I was him, I would keep playing Killmonger into Luke's bar, so you could just keep destroying that pool again and again and again. let him destroy a few more cards, see if we can get a free death. Luke Spar is not happening. Unless we draw Brood right now. We did not draw Brood. Man, that 16 power Sebastian Shaw and then some. How big is his null right now? I mean, we gotta try this. This is so much power we're putting down. I feel like we gotta go for it. For sure. Oh, he's playing Shootout. Well, that's a problem. Didn't expect 41 power in mid. 40. Man. Oh, losing with 40 power. Uncle Baby Billy. We are getting smoked in some of these games. Just absolutely destroyed. This is embarrassing. Let's see. My record now with this deck is Untapped always does not want to refresh when I actually want to check it. It's crazy. Okay, my record so far is 6-6. Plus 3 cubes is all I am with this deck. Okay, that's fine. Are they using Penny Parker for the ramp, or are they using Penny Parker for the Man Spider? However much I like a double Chavez, I don't like taking up that. Well, how many unreveals do I have left? It's the Surge and Silver Surfer, so if I save the other spot for Silver Surfer, it's not that bad. Okay. Skrull has not been as useful as I was hoping he would be, but there just aren't as many people playing Jack Flag as I expected. Okay, so it is Man Spider. Good to know. Good to know. Boy, I wish I could actually make some flames of Faltine so that I could cause him some headaches. 20 power Fallen One. It's going to become a 132 power Man Spider on the left. And I don't think I have the cards to counteract that. This is a hard retreat unless they just didn't draw into the combo. we did. I underestimated. I said 132. He's at 380. In 2 lanes. Oh, that was turn 6. Wow. Wow. Brutal. Ooh. Didn't even pay attention to the turn. Somehow I thought it was still turn 5. Everybody run for the hills. This is a disaster of a game. I'm playing just terrible. Hopefully you guys have been there, though. In those games where you just don't realize it's turn 6. I hate that. Just didn't realize it was turn 6. Because I would have retreated if I knew it was turn 6. Somehow I thought it was still turn 5. Alright. Out of cheese. Seen decks. They can't unsee. Boy, I like all these cards in Aunt May's except for Chavez. Alright, there we go. This is feeling good. Let's snap this. This is what our deck's meant to do, so when we get it pumping, we might as well go for it. Even though we may be facing, God of Cheese may be playing just Star-Lord. We did float the first 3 turns, so there's a reasonable chance they are. Gambit. Okay. They're playing a machine gun Gambit deck. I'll take it. I'll take my chances. They don't have enough energy to do a machine gun Gambit situation. They could destroy 2 more cards. Certainly not going to win them the game.
Are
What were
ye
they
worthy?
thinking? I don't think there's any 2 cards on the board they could destroy that would mess me up. Okay, well, you got that lane. Good for you. 4 cubes, that bounces us back. That feels better. We actually got that one. Still, I am, and I don't even know how much of this I can chalk up to the cards. Like, I genuinely am not playing smart tonight. Like, I am playing like an amateur. I guess I am an amateur, but still. I don't get paid to do this. Alright, Cleo. Okay. I think we get the early 10 rings down. Sweet brought back. they have 4 power. I mean, what does that do for them? I'm not sure what the purpose of that was, so I'm afraid. At the moment, I'm a bit nervous what they're gonna do. Early Wong. Well, I like early Red Guardian. Let's snap him up. I feel like the Red Guardian is just massive right now. Hub saved us here. There we go. Now what are they gonna do over in Tarnax? Magic. Now this feels like a machine gun gambit deck. Oh no, it's Zombie Galacti. I didn't pay attention to that as the opening animation. Go figure. How often do I miss that? I feel like it's way too often. Okay. So many things to do here. It's Surge rolling, I feel like. Zombie Galacti doesn't play much that's strong as the copy. Wong maybe, but hopefully that's not all hitting Zombie Galacti. Ooh, so much. So many good cards. So they have one Zombie Galactic, 2 there, one, put the one there, and just the one there. And they're gonna play him there. They have to. If they're gonna get the Shuri buff. How big is he gonna be? Can he beat this? Maverick even at 5 power isn't as much as Phoenix Force, so I feel like Phoenix Force is the better play. And we put 3 power for Surfer over there too. Nah, let's try this. Oh,
Victory!
okay. We'll take it. All that contemplating and they hit retreat later. You didn't draw enough of the infected cards. Didn't draw enough. I got at least one more game in me and then we'll raid into somebody else. I'm sure there's got to be somebody else playing. Marvel Snap right now. Let's see our options, because I think there are some other people playing. Hey, got a discard deck again. What in the world? I've seen more Zombie Power Man tonight than I've seen in literally the last 2 months combined, I feel like. Jeez. Sooner you get Maverick pumping on Mosh Pit, the better. That's crazy good. Off the Fury. Don't think they wanted to lose the Fury. I don't know. These locations really feel like they're working out in my favor.
Opponent snapped.
What world could he possibly have that's going to be better than what I've got right now? I don't believe him.
You won't need this anymore.
Move Meek? He moves Meek probably, right? And if he does, do we win that lane? So he's moving 12 power over there, so he'd be at 10. I still feel like he'd be struggling to beat us when we make this. We had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more? Feel like we got him. We got him. Easy win. Easy win. There we go. Solid ending.
Victory.
Okay, so end result. Jack Flag, I'm gonna call him not great. The Surfer deck definitely was a far better build for us, at least. I can't say that I have the best builds here, but in general, this deck was the better of the two decks that I tried. This deck was, I tweaked it like 3 times. It just continued to end up being trash no matter how many different ways I made it. I couldn't make the Aurora deck work well. So we ended up with a positive cube rate with Surfer. So it is what it is. I appreciate you guys stopping by the Blot Spot, and I'm gonna raid into somebody else who's playing Marvel Snap. There's a few people out there. I think we're gonna find somebody who's got a smaller stream, jump in there, raid in there. So if you're willing to hang around with me for just a couple of minutes, I'll see you over there. Thanks.